Hey everyone, Alan Bauer here, Bay City, Michigan, and just wanted to give you a little update here. I want to talk about supplements that I take and why I take them, and kind of just a little short story on me. Like I moved back to the U.S. like 5 years ago, back in 2014. Actually, it was like around April 2014. So really about 5.5 years ago, and before that. I spent pretty much a decade of my life over in places like Iraq, Afghanistan, and then spent a few years in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan before I came back here. So, uh, back when I was in Iraq, Afghanistan, obviously I'm working in combat zones. I worked as a contractor over there doing counterintelligence work, and good money, pay, everything, supporting the U.S. mission and all that. But you develop some issues. There's issues, PTSD, depression, anxiety. I smoked over there for about 5 years because of the stress and just because the locals smoked. So I come back to the U.S. I lived in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, and I actually quit smoking over there. I was finally out of a combat zone, and some issues that you go through, but I've really changed my life a lot. In fact, today I had a little procedure done at the VA again. That's why I took today off, and Karen brought me down there, and I got a good clean bill of health. And they looked at my picture on my ID that they took 5 years ago, and both the nurses are asking me. They're like, how do you look younger? And they're asking like, oh, well, do you dye your hair, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, I do dye my hair, but they said everything looked different. It's like my face looked different. They're like, you actually look much younger than you did 5 years ago. And while I take that as a compliment, and I do hear that from people, it's really something that I believe everybody can achieve, and I'm not talking about dyeing the hair or anything. I'm just talking about better overall health, mental, physically, everything. And so I want to talk about, a lot of it is a healthier diet, and I don't eat totally healthy. I'm not like a, strict, super strict person on it, but for the most part, Karen and I, we try to eat, organic as much as possible. We do eat a lot of veggies, fish, chicken, but I'll have some desserts, things like that. I mean, I'm not going to be totally strict on everything. But the other thing I do too is supplements. When I came back, I had some issues, like cholesterol. Cholesterol's always been high in my family. And initially, I got on the statins and did that. And what I moved over to, some of these are CTFO products, some are not. But I just want to let you know everything that I'm doing and how CTFO fits into this. So, some of the stuff that I am taking, I do have I'm just going to kind of grab this stuff here, but I do have a prescription for fish oil, actually through the VA. So I have some really high quality fish oil that I take, um, and I don't pay for this. The VA gives it to me here, and it's actually has the fish oil, the omega threes in it. It has the EPA, the DHA, all this stuff in it, and it's all from very pure fish, deep sea fish. They use the smaller fish and everything that are self-sustaining and all that. So instead of taking statins, I take that, and then I actually have some organic turmeric, and it also has the curcumin in it. And I take that. And actually, Karen got that from her family over in Ireland. Um, and these aren't things that I'm selling or anything. I'm just letting you know that this is what really works on me to keep my cholesterol level down. I also do take the CBD. I take our 10x Pure Super 1000, 10x Pure Gold Super 1000 that's enriched with CBDa, and that actually really helps my body too. And then I do take the multivitamin here through CTFO. It's the 10x Pure, and what's nice about our 10x Pure, it's patented technology that actually gets more absorption into your body. So without going into the list of the whole vitamins here, so I have my glasses on so I can read this. But really, what it does, it promotes the immune system support, uh, supports healthy brain or healthy bones, healthy brain function, and cardiovascular system support. So I have that. And then the cool thing, like I'm talking to the doctor at the VA today that did the minor procedure on me. And so, like I said, everything came out great. Did a follow up and good, clean bill of health on everything. And the interesting thing was with the fish oil. So we're talking, and if you take probiotics with the fish oil, it's actually kind of a synergistic effect with that. Well, guess what CTFO has on an extreme shake? It is actually a probiotic protein shake. So whether you do keto or not, the fact that it has probiotics in here is like really cool. And I didn't even know that it combines to work with this. But it's like my cholesterol levels are good. I've got all the levels, like my blood pressure, everything. So it's like they put me out today while they're doing this procedure. I'm under anesthesia, just an outpatient minor thing, and doing a checkup, and everything comes out great. So and then I learned about this probiotics and everything. And then it also has the Sensoril in here, which is a patented ashwagandha supported by 11 clinical studies to enhance adaptogenic health benefits. It's 8 times the strength of standard ashwagandha, and this specifically extract is derived, specifically grown, blah blah blah. But anyway, what the main thing this does too on the shake, what it does, it's perfect compound. It says feelings of reduced stress, more restful sleep, along with energy and mental acuity are common. So there's a lot of good things, that go with our products here. And like I said, I do take some supplements outside of CTFO. CTFO is not a end all be all. And we don't sell or promote any other products, but what I do recommend is that you get, if you have some issues like that, things like fish oil. Get a pharmaceutical grade fish oil. You don't want something that's got all the mercury and stuff like that in it, but get a very high quality fish oil. I get mine through the VA, so I don't pay anything for that. And then, like I said, the organic turmeric and curcumin, I take that also with that. But like on the the vitamins through CTFO and everything else, I mean, I got all my levels back up. I'm feeling healthier. I'm looking healthier. Mentally, I'm just like loving my life now compared to like 5 years ago. It's been a change. It's not always a short process. I wouldn't say it's been a long road, but I mean, over 5 years, I've made great progress. And that's what it's all about. It's just about taking those changes and getting healthier, because I work doing Medicare insurance sales, like Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage plans. So when I sell these, I get people's prescriptions, and sometimes I got people that have, 20, 30 prescriptions that they're taking. And I mean, their health is just so bad. And I'm looking at this like, it's like one of these pharmaceuticals causes another issue, which causes another and another. And I'm not saying to drop pharmaceuticals, anything. I mean, there's a purpose for everything. But, like when I was taking the statins, I had an allergic reaction to it. I mean, I could just feel it tearing up my muscles. I start reading about the statins. Reason it's doing that, it's actually destroying your muscles. And then that dead muscle tissue goes into your kidneys and your liver, and it's just screwing those all up too. So I did that a very short period of time, and then I switched over to the fish oil and the turmeric and curcumin, and along with all the multivitamins through CTFO and the shakes. And then I'm also using the keto creamer and the CBD oil, enhanced with the CBDa, which really works. It's just amazing how it's really, really changed, and I went in there before too. I had some degenerative disc issues going on. I don't have that going on anymore. And it's just amazing how we can just, transform our bodies, our minds. I mean, if I would have kept on the same path, just doing the same thing I was doing back then, let's say I still smoked, let's say I still drank, and I gave up alcohol too. It just, I just didn't like it anymore. I mean, it's like, I didn't like drinking it, and I have nothing against anybody that drinks it or anything, but Not that I had an issue with it or anything, but it's just, it would give me a headache or whatever whenever I drank. And I'm thinking, why am I doing this? So, like when I go to an event or something, it's cool just to hang out and just have a regular drink. I'll get iced tea usually, and I can watch everybody else, and I mean most people handle it. I don't really care for people to get all stupid drunk and everything, but um, that's just another thing. But I gave up the cigarettes. I gave up drinking. Um, Tried to not eat a whole lot of red meat. I eat more of the fish and chicken. And like I said, we have a lot of healthy vegetables. But Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving. Well, actually Thanksgiving just happened. But for Christmas here, I'm gonna have a pie. We got a pumpkin pie and apple pie. I'm gonna have some Cool Whip. It's okay to do that. Don't be like a total food Nazi and want to correct everybody on what they're eating. But if you eat predominantly very healthy, and occasionally, you go ahead and you have those desserts and things. Enjoy life. You don't want to just give up everything. Do everything in moderation. And like with our products and everything, I want to do a lot more on this health thing because I've really had an amazing journey with my health. If I had stayed on the same path, like I said, 5 years ago, I'd be in pretty bad shape right now. I can just imagine like when I was over in Iraq and Afghanistan and smoking, and I'd wake up with that smoker's cough and everything. So I did that damage to my body for 5 years. But it was a very stressful environment, in a combat zone. And like I said, you're out there meeting with people. I'm doing intelligence work, talking. Everybody smokes, all the locals, trying to blend in, relate with them. Um, you know, Things like that happen, and I thought I could get off it. It took me a while to get off cigarettes. It was a very hard habit to break. The CBD actually knocked out my nicotine uh, cravings and stuff on there. Like once I started doing CBD, it's like I had zero cravings for nicotine after a while. So there's a lot of good benefits with the CBD, and I was really happy to hear it on the radio the other day. I listen to a lot of talk radio and some of the channels on there. I like to listen to it when I do drive. I do work from home, so I'm not driving as much. But the other day when I was driving down the Battle Creek and back, I'm listening to it, and I hear these CBD commercials. For a couple of it's on a conservative talk show program, and there's all these CBD. They had it for two of the major CBD companies, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. It's not our product. Our product is a lot better than what the two that they're advertising. But the thing I think is cool about it, it's getting into that mainstream that used to view CBD as like it's marijuana or something that's going to get you high. And the commercials that they talked about, they talked, it's kind of funny on the commercial. They said all the medical benefits of medical marijuana, all the health benefits of medical marijuana without the high. And it's kind of true in a way. I mean, I don't want to get high off CBD. I have to work all day and everything. I know a lot of people don't want to get high off it, but they want those health benefits that come with it. And I'm telling you, man, mentally, physically, everything, it can make a world of difference in your life. So I'm just going to stop there. Just wanted to let you know what I do take, and I do exercise. I mean, I've switched things up. I do some weights. I like to do some walking, especially a lot more in the summer, biking, things like that. Karen and I will do some bike trips and walking, and um, it's not about going extreme on anything. It's just doing consistent little things, and I consistently do this, like my supplements, the working out. I do it on a consistent basis. I'm not looking to be, win any contest or anything, but I'm just looking to be the best version of myself that I can. And I'd like everybody else to have that also. And I'd like to expand more on the health aspect of this too, and hopefully help some more people out. Like if you have some cigarette addictions or alcohol addictions or whatever, maybe these products can help you break that addiction and get off that. And I mean, that's what it is. It's an addiction a lot of times. Or you need to get in better shape. A little bit of working out. It doesn't take a whole lot, just something you can do every day. So I want to stress this. I want to try to help out as many people as I can to get in better shape. Maybe you can find some natural alternatives here instead of always going to the prescription drug thing. Again, run everything by your doctor. by all means, but you know, try some of the natural alternatives. Even I'm going to do another video too. I saw some of these great foods and things that you can eat, and we'll get into all that. I mean, stuff that's actually very good. You know, none of this nasty stuff that you know you're supposed to make you healthy, but really good dishes. So, gonna get into a lot of that. Thanks. That's all I got for tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.